it looks like. There.
Awesome.
We're live. Good morning, guys. Oh, it is gorgeous outside. It is cold, but the best part about today is it's Friday. Let me tell you guys. And I don't get to hang out with my brothers and sisters from the Florida Highway Patrol too often, but today I have FHPA, Florida Highway Patrol Auxiliary, in the car with me. Good morning,
Yes,
sir.
Good morning, Steve.
Nice to see you, man.
Good to see you, brother.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has. It's always good to reunite.
You know, I was talking this morning with my crew, and I kept saying auxiliary. And they're like, Steve, what are you talking about?
Yes,
and I'm like, good. So you don't know the difference.
Right.
And that's kind of what we want. We want people just to recognize that beautiful orange patch and just say, hey, there's a mission out there. But first and foremost, to the viewers on clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, YouTube, all that fun stuff, who are you?
Wow. So, my name is Paul Davis, Sergeant Paul Davis with the Florida Highway Patrol Auxiliary.
Awesome. Paul, listen to me, man. A lot of people get in here and they get straight to business. I'm not a straight to business guy.
No.
I want to know about Paul a little bit. So tell me about yourself, man. Where are you from?
Well, so originally, Steve, born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Lived there for most of my life. Went to college, then took a job in New York on Wall Street. Became a Wall Street guy.
A Wall Street guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Working on the street. Not the Wolf on Wall Street, but you know.
Well, if Wolf on Wall Street, you wouldn't be wearing that uniform
No,
right
sir.
now.
No, sir.
All right, so then after that, what happened?
Then we moved to Florida. I met my beautiful bride, Dawn, and we moved to Florida in 2014. We had a child in 2017, and our lives changed from there. Worked in the nonprofit.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. My beautiful son, he's been truly a gift to us.
I bet.
Changed our lives dramatically for the good, and here we are. I worked in the nonprofit world for a little while, and decided to join the Florida Highway Patrol Auxiliary. In 2017, I kind of made the decision. Met my brother Lewis Sterling, and he convinced me to take the plunge. And I said, well, let's think about it. I've just had a kid, and that's going to be a lot of training, a lot of dedication, and time away from family, but I finally made the plunge, and don't regret 1 second.
Did you ever have any interest in law enforcement?
I did years ago. So
because that's how it always starts.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as a kid, right? Everyone wants to be a police officer. You decide very early. Do you want to be, good guy or bad guy? I want to be a good guy. Family of military, family of law enforcement as well. And I decided to go a different route with Wall Street. But yeah,
it's in your DNA.
It's in my DNA. It's in my blood.
So talk to me a little bit about how you found FHPA.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I never knew the difference between the Florida Highway Patrol Auxiliary and a Florida Highway Patrol trooper, career trooper, until my friend Lewis explained it to me. He says, hey man, the difference between us and our career brothers and sisters, we're volunteers. So if you're willing to do that, then this is for you. And I said, wow, I've been a volunteer all my life.
Most people, let me pause you.
Yeah.
Most people would be like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
You want me to go out with these guys who are getting paid and volunteer to do the same stuff.
Yes, that's right.
And you're like, let's do it.
That's right.
So training, pretty similar.
Very.
Okay, because I went through 27 weeks living in Tallahassee full time, hence the career portion. But you guys go through very similar high liability training that we go through, but you have to spread it out, and you have to make it convenient, and you have to add it to all the other stuff you're doing in life.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy.
It's insane, Steve. And when I met you, I remember meeting you and thinking, at the time I was just getting ready to...
And I was just getting ready to leave.
Yeah, that's right. I was coming in, you were going out. Having a full-time job, working 40-plus hours a week, but the Florida Highway Patrol Auxiliary made it very, very feasible for guys like me to matriculate through the entire program. We did classes at night.
Okay.
We were able to set up classrooms virtually with actual, professors in Tallahassee.
And so all you guys are throughout the state, online, learning at the exact same time for the same mission.
That's right. Completed all our classroom training. We did all of our high liability training here in Orlando. Everything from our EVOC training to firearms to first aid, all right here in Orlando.
crazy.
Yeah.
So how was that experience for you, though?
It's amazing.
Most people, they would never think, I'm going to go become a volunteer cop and then go out there. But when you get out and start doing it, when you put this equipment on, it might not be the most comfortable thing in the world. Yeah. But let me be real, it's the coolest thing out there.
It is.
What has been your experience so far in the almost 8 years you've been doing it?
Well, so far, I would say from my process from beginning to end, it's been 7 years, but I was appointed back in 2022 and then sworn in 23. And so it's been 3 years of service, and it's been the best 3 years of my life. The 2 years prior to that, the training, the application process, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's been amazing.
And then recently, because of your really, from what I've learned about you, I've done some digging and some question asking, because I noticed you have some stripes on now.
Yes, sir.
So they promoted you to an auxiliary sergeant.
Yes, sir.
And that's not just given to anybody. Those are given to guys and women who truly are forward chargers.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Does your wife appreciate this a little bit? Because that means you're not at home as often.
Right. Well, my wife, the first thing that I was told when I was sworn in was, hey, if you wear the uniform, your family wears the uniform. So my wife and son.
Sounds like a Sterling comment.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They get it.
Yep.
My wife is a hard charger as well.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have done it if she wouldn't have been all for it.
So you're based here in Orlando, so you're a Troop D auxiliary member.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about what it's been like being an auxiliary member here in Central Florida, because so many cops and people I tell, I'm like, look, if you don't know the Highway Patrol, you don't know the beast that is Central Florida. And 1 year as a trooper here is like 4 years anywhere else in the state. But you're out volunteering your time, you're getting in cars with other troopers, you're working, let's be real, you're not coming out to work a lazy shift.
Right.
You guys are always like, I want to come out on midnights.
Yeah.
Let me work a wolf pack.
DUI squad. Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your experience so far operationally.
Sure. So operationally, Troop Delta, Troop D here in Orange County, as you know, Steve, the busiest in Central Florida.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just crazy, the amount of calls. Where we really add value, and where I can say I add value as an auxiliary trooper, is riding right seat. It's getting in the seat in the car with a career trooper who's out there grinding every day and putting his life on the line every day. As an auxiliary member, I get a chance to kind of opt in and opt out, right? Right. I take a 10-8, and if I can work 6 hours and I can go home.
But you're also providing you can't even put a price tag on it.
Yeah.
The extra set of eyes.
Yes, sir.
Out there that career trooper may not see something.
Yes. And then even when we're out here just dealing with the community, with the public, having two people sometimes lends a different approach to the person that you're talking to.
So I'm going to guess you're enjoying this.
I'm loving it.
How would somebody that wants to get involved, that may have a completely different career going on, become knowledgeable about FHPA?
Well, you can go to our website, FHPA.info, and you can learn all about the history of the auxiliary. You can, if you're interested in applying, there's a whole application process. We have recruiters. You send us your contact information, and usually someone gets back to you right away within 24 hours.
Because you guys are always accepting applicants.
Always. We're trying to grow. We really want to see the auxiliary get back to the standards in which we're accustomed to, and just being a growing city altogether. Orlando is just really thriving. 1,500 people a week are moving into the city, and it's just growing. 100 million tourists. It's really
So what do you do outside of FHPA?
Well, on the private side of my life, I want to say it's a cushy job, but I work at the Citrus Club in downtown Orlando.
Okay.
And I manage membership sales there.
I wouldn't, knowing the Citrus Club, I wouldn't say that's cushy. You're dealing with a lot of very interesting people.
Yes.
People of very corporate and political involvement around town, and that's probably not the easiest. So your skills there probably help you on the road here.
They do. And it translates into people, right? It translates into part of my role with the auxiliary is community engagement. And I'm part of a new section, which I'm sure we can talk about a little bit. But part of that is getting out and getting involved to the community. So I am, in my private world, practicing for getting out here and being a trooper.
And I love that you said it's about people. And I think if you're not getting paid to come out here, you have to have a passion for people.
Yes.
And this is true. I earlier this morning I got on Instagram and I said the one thing I absolutely love about FHPA, and it's not everybody and it's not mandatory, but so many people are led by faith and acts of service that are involved with FHPA that it just makes sense to what you guys do. And you guys are always looking to support other first responders.
Yes.
And you guys are getting ready to do something awesome here at Icon Park.
Huge.
And if you don't know what Icon Park is, it's the place with the big Ferris wheel, the Orlando Eye here at Icon Park. And on February 2nd, we are going, I say we, because I will be with you guys.
Yes,
I will be emceeing this event. But FHPA leading the charge with the Orange County Sheriff's Office and other agencies, and of course Icon Park, for the very first annual First Responder 5K run.
Exciting.
And all the funds will benefit FHPA's nonprofit. How the heck did you guys come up with this?
Well, it's a long time coming, right? So we started with the blessing of many people, many hands made this happen. But we launched a brand new section within the auxiliary called Strategic Partnerships and in Community Engagement. So that basically is made up of 3 pillars. We have community engagement, philanthropic advocacy, and we have our our legislative advocacy and our philanthropic advocacy.
So for those that are watching online this morning, for those that don't know, FHPA does receive a small amount of funding from the state of Florida, and they are written into Florida law.
Yes.
So they are protected by Florida law. They are funded, not dramatically, a little over $100,000 a year, but these guys are protected by the state, and so their mission is validified by legislature.
Yes.
I just want to make sure people understand our state loves FHP and FHPA.
And we love our state. Yes.
Amen to that.
And so those 3 pillars, that's driving our new section. So part of this goal really is to give more exposure to the auxiliary as a whole. Not just auxiliary, but first responders, right? Our EMTs, even our military. We want to bring light to everyone out here in the community that serves. So this race will be our inaugural event, and we hope to do it every year.
So what can people expect on February 2nd? Because Icon Park is a gorgeous place.
Beautiful.
And usually you just come walk around, it's like, okay, but talk to us a little bit. The trail, we're going to have a track, we're going to be able to see things.
Yes. So we have gotten a lot of support from Icon Park management, particularly the CEO and the staff.
They're great people.
They are amazing people, and they are letting us use their property. Fortunately, we're going to do this prior to the park opening.
Right.
So there's not a lot
of early run.
Yes, 7:30 a.m. We are going to kick off, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to run a 5K. We're going to run through the perimeter of the park, and then we're going to give out some awards and have a good time.
Awesome. So let's go over this. It's going to be February 2nd, which is which I hope to be is a beautiful Sunday.
Yes, we are praying.
And it is open to everybody.
Everybody. You can walk, you can run, you can bring your strollers. It's our first responders. It's our inaugural First Responders Family Run 5K. So that's going to be
even if you're not a local, if you're visiting from out of town, we want people to come out.
We do.
Website's hot and it's up and running.
We are live.
So you can begin to register. That website is going to be posted on this article, guys. And of course, on my social, we're going to go crazy with this stuff just to make sure that people are aware of it. But I also noticed you guys included a nice donate button on the bottom.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you can't make it out,
donate.
Come out and support, and just click the button.
That's right. Whatever your heart tells you to do, whatever lands on your heart, whether it's $5, $500, whatever it is, we'll take it.
So I'll ask the one tough question. Okay, I'm going to throw the tough question out because there'll be someone out there that will be like, "Well, they're raising all this money. What does FHPA even do with that money?" And I know what you guys do because I have been a recipient of some of the amazing meals you guys have put on, whether it's during a hurricane, whether it's during, I remember during Pulse, you guys had set up back in 2016 up at our station to feed troopers and stuff. when a trooper gets hurt, or you guys even hook us up with some really cool equipment sometimes.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
So the primary goal really of why we are raising funds, and primarily and to bring it back to the basics, is really all about recruitment. It's really about, it costs a lot of money for to send a recruit through the entire process. There's a lot going on with testing, and there's uniform equipment, uniform and equipment allowances that need to be taken care of. There's medical exams, there's testing, there's training. So we're hoping to build up a nice, robust, sort of cushion to help bring through new recruits and to make the auxiliary stronger.
Some people may say, like, how does this affect Central Florida?
Yes. Well, the stronger that we can make our recruiting classes, the more auxiliary members that we can bring in, the more support we can lend to Orange County, DeLand, and all of Central Florida, all of our troops throughout Florida.
I love that you included DeLand. That
Yes.
makes the reach up towards DeLand.
Oh, DeLand, Polk, everybody,
everybody,
Brevard,
right?
Cocoa,
Most people
Miami.
don't understand Troop D is not just Orlando.
Correct.
We go all the way up towards Flagler,
Yes.
west all the way up towards I-75 and the
Yes.
villages, south all the way down towards State Road 60 in Kenansville.
Yes.
So there's
Cover a lot of
7
territory.
counties to be covered there. And then we got Troop K, Florida Turnpike,
Absolutely.
that cuts right through us.
Absolutely.
So there's always a mission. There's always someone to support.
Absolutely.
And you guys are never willing to turn it down.
No, we want to lend a hand. The reason we exist, Steve, the reason the auxiliary exists is to augment and support the career side.
You know, I know plenty of troopers who have created really great relationships with Amen. So that's
sir.
the slang.
Yes,
we
sir.
call them Amen.
Amen. Yes.
Got a little fun pun to it because
Yes.
it's like, hey, they're Amen, but man, amen that they're
Amen.
here. And you guys have such strong bonds. It's not just, oh, well, they're career troopers and we're auxiliary troopers. There's some of you guys that are basically family members with some of these troopers. You guys spend
100%.
holidays together. You guys hang out. It's not just
100%.
us and them. It's a family unit, really.
100%.
Because most people can't tell. The car, it does not change. But let's go over a little bit of the uniform differences that people can change or can notice right off the top.
Sure. Well, the first thing you can tell right off the side, our patch that we wear on our shoulder will state auxiliary. So if you take a closer look, you'll see the highway patrol,
Yep.
and then right below that auxiliary. We do wear different trousers. Our color are different. They wear the complete full beige trouser, and we wear a dark brown.
And that's it, really.
That's it.
And the pockets are black.
Pockets are black.
And that's
correct.
it.
That's right.
Outside of that, you guys are getting FHP real equipment. That's a $10,000 radio that he's got on him.
Yes.
He's got the same firearm I've got issued at home.
Yes, sir.
And truly, their mentality is a support and augment mentality. And I don't know any other agency that has something like this full time.
Yeah.
That's written into state law.
Right.
And
That's right.
you guys aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
No, sir.
The vibes change every now and then, depending on like who's in charge. But you guys are out front, and I love to see this.
And we've got great leadership right now.
But Chief Blackman,
Chief
got your back
Blackman,
100%.
Yeah, he's taken over the auxiliary for us, and he's leading us in another direction. And again, when you talk about family members, he's like a family member to me. To my son and to my wife.
I love it.
He's not just a leader, but hey, he's Chris when we're talking as friends. When we're in uniform, hey, Chief,
There it goes. It
But
switches up.
He's got a lot of heart for the auxiliary. His goal really is to bring a heart to the badge.
I like
and
that.
that's why we're out here.
I like that. Well, I really appreciate you joining me today.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you.
Guys,
Seeing you.
I want you to really put this on your calendar. February 2nd, I'm going to post the website on this article. Just click back, click the link, and register. $35 to come out and have a great time. 100% of the proceeds are going right back to FHPA. Icon Park in partnership, not charging a dime, simply out of the kindness of their heart. And that's how this happens. It's going to be a great day. There's so much to do out here. FHP cars will be out here. We'll have Orange County cars, hopefully some city units. Results 1 will be out here. It's going to be an awesome time. And if you are highly interested in serving your community in a volunteer capacity, I really encourage you to do some research on Florida Highway Patrol Auxiliary. Go to FHPA.com.
.info.
.info. They also have a really cool social media presence. So I don't know who's running their social media, but they're doing really good.
Yes.
There was a time where reels were popping up, all this cool aggressive stuff. Love it. We don't get to see that stuff too often.
Yes.
So
yes.
visit them. We're going to wrap this up. We hope that you guys have a great day. If you see these guys out on the road, know that they're there for you. They can do most of the same stuff we can, so be nice. Yeah, join FHPA. I never thought I would say that.
There you go.
But get out there and join FHPA. February 2nd, head to clickorlando.com.
See you guys there.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep, no problem. Hold on 1 second.